I want to do a video with you today to share a personal story with you guys as far as how I actually met my husband. And I think this would be something interesting for you guys to learn about myself. So if this is your first time actually watching my videos or discovering my videos, then thank you for tuning in. Don't be shy, say hello in the comments, and you feel free to subscribe or follow for more. So I did a video months ago where I talked about how I got married, and that was months ago. That was literally last year in December, and it's actually crazy because I got married on my birthday. Like, I'm telling you, God really did something. So anyways, I hope that me sharing my testimonial though will hopefully also possibly encourage somebody, because my story is unique. It's not like a typical story, honestly. So what I will tell you is that several years ago, all right, hi, several years ago, like at least a decade actually, I, I was praying to get married, right? I had graduated nursing school. I was like, okay, God, I'm ready. Let's do this, and it was kind of like a not yet type of thing. And so I went through a lot of terrible ordeals and challenging experiences before I got to where I'm at right now. Things that were really painful, discouraging, as far as like different type of men that I was attaining or dating or seeing. Not like a lot, so don't be thinking like, oh my gosh, no. Not like that, okay? Because remember, it's more than a decade too. So, but I went through a lot of I went through different guys that were like suitors. So my culture is different than United States culture. So here in the United States, y'all. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say that. But the culture for Nigerians is typically different. So it's more where like you meet somebody that's in the same tribe or culture as you, and then they will present themselves to your family as like a suitor. So it's more traditional. It's not really like the way that it is here where, people just be with anybody. Um, so I had suitors. I had suitors that would come to me, and that would especially come to my parents, calling my parents, saying like, "Oh, I want to marry, blah blah blah," and that's how serious it was. And all of them, I was like, no, 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 and my parents were so frustrated, very frustrated, because they just wanted me to hurry up and get married to anybody, and have grandchildren, which is essentially what every parent's in Nigerian culture wants. And so I didn't want that because, for one, I knew that the person that you marry influences your life. Like a lot of people's purpose, legacy, what God had ordained for their lives is tarnished because they married the wrong person. So I knew for me that wasn't going to be my story. I didn't care how upset or frustrated I made my parents. I wanted to marry somebody that God had told me, yes, this is the one, this is it, right? I wanted to have tremendous peace about it. I didn't want to just marry somebody just to marry somebody, because I believed that what God put inside of me was great, and I needed to be with the right person that would help me they'll only push me towards greatness. So anyway, so went through different suitors. I even had stalkers, like a lot of stalkers. I had people sending me inboxes, messages, telling me like, I want to be with you, marry you, but all this other lies and stuff, and just inappropriate things that they would say to me, and it would be so frustrating. I'm like, God, look at this. Why am I having to deal with this? Just send me my husband, type of thing. And so I was dealing with that. Of course, I went through heartbreaks. I also had experiences where I thought I met the person that was the person that I was supposed to be with, and and it was so disappointing, and I was just brokenhearted, and I went through so much heartache and disappointment over and over again. And I'm talking about dealing with this for years. I even had somebody that was a pastor. This man was a pastor, and he, um, used God, because that's my weakness, but not anymore. Let me not say that publicly, but he used God to lure me in, and so then I maintained a contact with him, and then he started being inappropriate, so like I've had a lot of unfortunate different experiences since that made me cry. I was so depressed. I mean, so depressed, praying. I struggled with really sad depressive thoughts, still doing the business, still coming up on live, still creating the content, still doing all this stuff while I myself was just miserable. And then also watching other people get married as well. Watching my friends get married, my friends have kids. I have friends that have like 3 kids by now, just seeing all that stuff. But there came a point though where I really honestly had to just stop idolizing marriage. I had to honestly just stop idolizing marriage and just start accepting and saying, okay, God, I just trust your time and your will, that type of stuff. Did a lot of fasting. Oh my God. Did a lot of like 3-day fasting, 21-day fasting. A lot of prayers and fasting, sowing a lot of seeds. I would sow seeds into other married women. Let me tell you, I would do a lot, you know. And then I would also read scriptures about marriage, that type of stuff. I also went through like a lot of relationship books. So I would read relationship books. I'm like, God, I'm getting myself ready. I'm just showing you, so I would read relationship books. I would just do so many things, y'all. Like I was just like, this is not fair, type of thing. But meanwhile though, like in hindsight now, I'm glad how everything worked out, because it honestly, I believe it's, everything's timing, and things worked out the way it was supposed to work out. If I had met my husband any sooner, it would have been the wrong time, So anyways, so then after that, oh, thank you. I just saw your comment right now. Oh, you're getting married next week? Wow. I turned 39 and I'm almost finished year 1 of nursing school. Thanks for your content. It helps me in school. Oh, you're welcome, Christine. Thank you for sharing. Wow, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, so I was just doing all that. Thank you for so much for letting me know. I feel encouraged just for you telling me that. And it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Wow. You and I were almost the same age, actually. So anyway, so yeah, so I was just going through all this stuff, praying, suffering, all this stuff, depressed, but like I said, at one point I was like, you know what, I don't even want to get married. I also got to the point where I was like, my heart was just like locked up like a key. I was just so like, I just pushed, I just really just pushed it off. And then what started happening, then I started getting a lot of, seeing a lot of like revelations and words of people saying that you're going to get married fast. It's going to be a kingdom marriage. It's going to happen quick, that type of stuff, And then I had dreams. So that's one thing about me, is I do have a lot of prophetic dreams. So I started to have dreams that was telling me that it was going to happen fast and happen quickly. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Don't make me cry, Christine. Like, please. So, yeah, so I just started, and I was just like, and I was like having those dreams, it was telling me, oh, you're going to get married. It's going to happen fast. Like God would show me everything happening so quickly in the dream. I would never see the face, who the person was, but it was happening so fast. So, and then I had found myself, I was also praying that I would get married before my next birthday. So last year, right, at the beginning of the year, I was like, God, please, like, no more, I don't want to go through another birthday of being single, So then fast forward, and then I would also see like so many signs, like that was telling me like it's going to happen soon. So I just tried to be patient, and I didn't know how it was going to happen. I was wasting money going out to different, like I was traveling to different places, hoping I would run into my husband, you know, just being like silly because they say, you know, you have to like get out there, right? So like it's not gonna be where you meet him and you're just like sitting at home, you know. So I was like traveling. I was like going to different like events, going to different cities to hopefully to run into him here in the United States, and that's not how it happened at all, right? If I had known what I know today, I would have never wasted my money. I would have saved the money that I used to travel. So anyway, so then long story short, so what happened is that meanwhile all this was happening, and I had chosen that I don't want to travel to Nigeria. So I'm from Nigeria. That's where my roots are. Both of my parents are Nigerian, and I was actually born in Nigeria. And at the time of earlier at the beginning of last year, I had made a decision. I'm sorry, let me take it back. Prior to the beginning of last year, I had already like decided I was not going to travel to Nigeria ever again. Like I was like, I'm not going. It's not happening. You know, not right now. I need to set up more things in the business. I need to do this, blah blah blah. Like, and then I'll travel. So then what happened is that my mom was like pressing me, no, you have to go this year. We have to go. I forgot what she did exactly to really force me. But I was like, I finally agreed. And I told her, okay, we can go, but it can only be for like 2 weeks or something. It has to be a very short trip. So then what happened is that I went to Nigeria with my mom. And so while we were there, she wanted to do stuff where things like in her like land, like so my mom has land and property there and that type of stuff. So we were there, and so what it turns out though is that the land and the house that my mom had in Nigeria, um, the person that was helping her to build it, it was somebody that she's known for like more than a decade. Like she's known the whole family for like at least 10 years. So what was funny though is like we needed me and her when we arrived, we needed a ride. We needed somebody to come and pick us up from the airport, the local airport, and take us to our house, right? So what happened is that when so what happened is that the my mom's friend, okay, my mom's friend that she knew, like the whole family, that he was a man that owned like a furnishing company. So he had his son to pick us up. So when he had his son pick us up, guess who his son was? His son was my future husband. It was very surprising. It was not expected. So literally, I was like, who is that? Oh my God, you know, type of thing. And let me tell you the worst part about that trip though, but it just shows me though how perfect things are. So I was like, I'm not coming to meet nobody. I don't want to meet nobody. I was like, I'm not trying to meet nobody. I just want to come to Nigeria, do what we need to do, and leave. So I intentionally came without my makeup on. I came without any like wigs or nothing like that. I came with no, I left my makeup bags at home. I left all my cute outfits at home. I was like, I'm not coming. I'm not coming here to meet a guy. Like, no, I'm good. And I was so wrong. I was so wrong. So it was literally like the moment I met him, it was like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to get emotional. But it was just so simple, so like special, you know, and he was just so oh, I don't want to cry, but he was just so wonderful. It was just so like he was just talking to me, and we couldn't be apart. Like from the moment that we met, it was I didn't want to be separated from it. It was so hard for us to be apart. And we just started talking and just realizing that so many things align with us, and the connection, the chemistry, it was all there immediately. And I knew that this was somebody special in my life, you know. And so fast forward to all of that, fast forward to everything. It's a long story. Fast forward, um, we just kept on talking. I went back to Nigeria a couple more times after that, even though I swear up and down I was never gonna go back again. And then we he told his parents that he wanted to marry me. So we literally met over the course of like 3 or 4 months and got married in Nigeria. And so it was so special too because his parents pretty much paid for the entire wedding. They set up everything because this was their firstborn son. So they set up everything. They organized the whole thing. It was a 3-day event. So in Nigeria, when you get married, you do things big. You don't do things small. You do things big. So we had like the court wedding. We had the traditional marriage. It was a 3-day event. It was so phenomenal. I had my dresses tailored, everything. And it happened fast, like the Lord said, like the Lord has showed me all those years. It happened fast and quickly. And on top of that, like I mentioned, the court wedding was on my birthday. Like God really like exceeded what I expected. He literally caused it where I got married on my birthday. Remember how I said at the beginning? I said that, okay, Lord, I don't want to do not allow another year to pass by and I'm still single. And literally I got married on my birthday. And then on top of that as well, they don't typically do this in Nigerian culture, but my husband, he did something very special and he did like a huge engagement thing for me, and like purple like balloons and like rose petals everywhere, that type of stuff. And he still did the formal proposal, gave me a special ring. It was so beautiful. It was the best time of my life, the best time of my life, and I'm just so grateful. I guess is what they meant when they said the Lord's work. Yes, I know, right? Mysterious, mysterious with a big M, right? It was just unbelievable. And the crazy thing about this situation too, because God was so in it, and sometimes the way that God does things is so weird, it seems so weird because the issue that we ran into the first time I went, when my mom forced me to go and I met my husband the first time, the thing that was happening while we were there is that we were having issues with our passport. So with our Nigerian passport, this is last year August. So because we were having problems with our Nigerian passport, we had to rely on him and his family to help assist us with the passport. So it forced me and my husband to spend more time with each other. I'm telling you, God created a problem. God could literally create a problem that brought us together. It was crazy. So yeah, so now I'm married. And now we're in the place now where, unfortunately, right now my husband is still in Nigeria, so we have to go through the legal process, right, to bring him here legally. So I already put in the application the beginning of this year, and so now we just have to, unfortunately, wait. But from what people had told me, some people had told me 6 months, 18 months, 2 years. I don't know. I'm hoping that it won't be that long. I'm praying, but we're patient. It's hard though, because like I've learned to adjust emotionally. Though we talk every day, it's challenging not physically being in the same room all the time. But I learned to adjust. I just came back from Nigeria now that I'm now as a married woman, and I was there for like a month in April. So, and that was a different experience because I was able to spend time with also his family, and I was like, wow, like then like it just kind of hit me then at that point, because now it's like I had adopted another family, because he has 5 brothers. He has a big family. So that was it. So that's pretty much the story of how I met my husband. And so I look forward to the day when he can be here. But I hope that me sharing my story though encourages somebody, especially if you are in the place where you are waiting, to get married. Just wait for God's best. Wait for God's timing. I promise you, you won't regret it. it's the best thing you can do for yourself, because if you pick the counterfeits, because let me tell you, literally right before I met him, like maybe 3 to 6 months before I met him, all of a sudden all these random counterfeits came out of nowhere. It was just, I was like, okay, something's about to happen. Something's about to happen, you know? So, yeah, so that's really what it is. Like, I just want to encourage, for those of you that are waiting to get married, just stay encouraged. Continue, especially if you're trusting God, trust God. He will give you peace about it. If you don't have peace about it, don't do it. Don't do it, I promise you, because you will regret it. Because if you marry somebody that is not, um, that's not the ideal person for you, it will lead to a lot of calamity, a lot of headache, stress, especially if you have a child with them. It's something that you can't separate from, you know. So it's better to trust God's timing. And God has abundance. There's so much, like, don't believe what they tell you when they say, like, oh, there's not enough men out there or whatever, or maybe vice versa for guys, like, oh, you know, all the women are bad or whatever. No, not when it's the Lord's that's doing the work, you know. It's just the thing is that you have to be patient, though, you know. I had to wait years. So just be patient, trust God. I promise you it's gonna be worth it. If you believe God, trust him. All right, so that's it. That's my story, y'all. Thank you so much, Paula. Just stay tuned. You know, as far as whenever my husband is actually able to get here, I'll definitely keep you guys updated about that. Sometimes I just felt led to randomly come on here and talk about something that has nothing to do with nursing, and just talk about myself. So if you found this, if this resonated with you, you know, hit the like, comment below. Let me know it resonated with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I pray this blesses you. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.